really serious.
The first one was better than the second.
I mean, usually
you can't really top it.
You know, it's a really good movie. Have you ever seen Sing 2?
Hell yeah. I've
Yeah.
seen both Sings.
It's really
Sing
good.
Sing too.
Sing 1 was also... Matthew McConaughey as a koala bear at a failed venue is legendary.
Those, like, Zootopia, though, like, imagine, like, being a bunny rabbit police officer and, like, you become a meter maid. Like, that's my worst nightmare.
That's the nightmare. Hi everyone, I'm Mare, the creator of LRC, your favorite live music series. Our guest today is Bridget Artman, and we're in her living room, and we're gonna do a concert.
Just a one person concert, but
Yeah. I didn't have like more of an intro. That was it,
all right,
pretty
that's,
much.
that's fine. But you're gonna be showing my living room. I cleaned
Yeah.
it and everything, so just
It looks
appreciate that
amazing.
it looks.
Look at all that art on the walls. Look at all the books and the little bread plastic hanging out that I'm gonna get footage.
Don't look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna get footage of that. Oh, look at the
wolf mug.
Yeah, the wolf mug for the alpha of the room.
Who is that?
Woo! Oh! Me. Well, thank you for having us in your living room.
For sure, anytime. It's it's here to do concerts, and specifically why I started renting my own apartment.
Exactly. Ever since I met you at work, I knew that I'd be doing a concert in your living room.
Most people say that when they first meet me.
Yeah.
My neighbors love me.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding. They actually don't really talk to me. I feel like I've said hello to like maybe a few, and then they keep moving. So it's like I don't really know. I don't actually know who lives up. Hey guys, I don't know.
Let's like knock and just see if they
during
respond.
the concert, I'm just gonna like bang my guitar up against the ceiling.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, so you live in DC now.
Yes.
Your address is, and we're gonna paste it.
Yeah, I want everyone to just show up.
Yeah. You live in an undisclosed location in DC.
It's here.
It's a secret. But where did you grow up?
In Alexandria, Virginia, with my parents. I never moved anywhere. Just in the same house. But I really liked it there. It was a good place to grow up.
Hell yeah. How long have you been living in DC?
Since March 2025, me and my girlfriend moved in together. And I love it so far. It's awesome.
Oh yeah. Has living in DC or being near DC growing up influenced your artistry at all or your music?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know if it like influenced my music, but I do feel like it is cool to be around like all the museums and everything. But I don't know if I would say it influenced it. I'm not really sure what influences my music specifically. Probably just my own emotions and stuff like that. But I always liked going into DC when I was living in Alexandria because it's not super far away. But I don't know if it's influenced my music at all. I'm sure it has subconsciously in some way, but I don't really know.
DC has crawled its way into your brain.
As it tends to do.
Yeah. Would you ever like want to like move to LA or the Big Apple?
No. I feel like I have pretty much no desire. I've been to New York. It's really... DC is like the perfect mix of city, but not like super overstimulating. It is sometimes, but LA, I've never been there, but I don't think I would like it. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but I don't know. I really like it here right now, and I don't see myself leaving anytime soon. New York, probably not. I mean, maybe if I was rich, but I feel like it's like way too expensive. I don't want to live in a smaller place than I do right now. I really like the size of this apartment, and I wouldn't want to live in a studio. I like having a room that's outside of my living room.
Definitely. And so what was the first instrument you learned to play?
Piano. I took piano lessons when I was a kid, and then I taught myself guitar when I was around 12, and then I started taking lessons like 13 or something. But piano and guitar are my two main instruments. I don't really... Oh, and I also did the trombone and the tuba. And the tuba in middle school and 6th grade, and I played cello, like, the kind of pipeline where you start in strings in 4th grade, and then 5th grade you can move up to band. At least at my school, that's how it was. But trombone and tuba, I really liked low instruments. I don't know what it was.
The butch
I was pretty
instruments.
bad at both of those. So.
Oh.
I got my arm, I have a scar on my wrist because I got my arm stuck in my trombone during Jingle Bells. And I was crying like mid Jingle Bells, like,
Oh no.
and my arm was just stuck in the slide of the trombone. But so yeah, I don't play that anymore.
God damn. What was that when you like kind of decided the guitar was gonna be your thing?
I always liked it. They just didn't really teach it in school, and so I just begged my parents for a guitar. And my parents were super into music and stuff, so they got one for me pretty much. There wasn't really a delay. Like when I asked for it, it was like, under the Christmas tree. They're really supportive of my music and everything.
You said make it snap. You said get that in the house right now.
I started on an electric guitar, and then I got an acoustic guitar, and then so I've had like 3 or 4 guitars over the course of my lifetime. But I use pretty much the same guitar I've had since I was 16.
Damn. And did you always what genre do you consider the music you write and play?
I don't know. I guess it's just singer-songwriter. I don't really have a band, so it's hard to like consider it anything else. I guess when it's out, it's kind of like indie rock or something. But I don't know. It's just whatever people want it to be.
Whatever you think it is.
And maybe it could be pop if people listen to it. It could be pop. I wouldn't care.
Who like was your biggest influence growing up for music?
My dad. He's a DJ. He's always like DJ'd weddings and all of our school events and everything. And so he always would play good music in the car and show me all sorts of different types of music and everything. So I feel like I would consider him my biggest musical influence. He doesn't play any instruments or anything, but I still feel like he was the one who really got me into music and has been like really supportive of me playing music and everything.
It's really sweet. So we met because we're both stagehands at undisclosed DC music venues. Don't find me.
Undisclosed.
Undisclosed.
It's crazy. There's like a couple.
Yeah. If they go on any of our pages, you can figure it out by probably first glance or by like my vibe and your vibe.
Well, we work together.
Yes. So we met because we're both stagehands and we're both strong as lit as cool as
Just like kind of changing the game for women around DC and within the industry. People have said that before, like a lot of people. So
we can do
don't question it.
Exactly. We can do anything the men can do in heels.
I don't wear heels, but I think I have plantar fasciitis, and I feel like it would really bother me. But you can do the heels.
Yeah, I'll do a loadout in heels.
You would probably get fired.
They would never fire me. I'm the muscle.
Yeah, people have said that.
They do.
There's like when there's a deck, they're like, "Where the is Meredith?" Like,
Literally. I hope kind of sincerely.
You can tape down cables like no other, though. I remember we were working, and I was like, it was organized as shit. So
Thank you. But so has working at a music venue and like physically building and tearing down shows affected how you see the music business or how you approach it?
Absolutely, 100%. I feel like it's really eye-opening experience. I feel like if I ever went on tour, it would definitely impact how I approached a tour. It's really interesting to see how it works behind the scenes, but there's definitely stuff that I would do differently or that I would like take from certain art. Like I feel like it's really just showed me what it's like, I guess.
Like what not to do.
Yeah, or what to do. Like there's definitely certain aspects I'm like, that's really cool. And it's just interesting to know how stuff works, especially when you go to a concert. It does take away a little bit of the magic of going to a show though, because I'm always like, oh, that's because of this or whatever. But I try not to think about it when I'm attending a concert because it just bothers me. But backstage, it is definitely interesting to see how everything operates and how like security works and hospitality and everything. I think it's really interesting experience.
It's a whole ecosystem. Has there been any like really like bad shows? Obviously, we don't have to name musicians, but like, is there anything that like stands out?
I think just I like punctuality and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like definitely just being on time and stuff is definitely important. I feel like as an artist, I would definitely just try and stick to a schedule because I like to know what's going on behind the scenes. So what to do next. And yeah, I think just having like a nice schedule and everything definitely makes the day go a lot smoother for everybody. So that's something I would for sure implement if I were to ever go on tour, is to have a schedule for sure. Like as an artist, I feel like I would probably want to help bring in my gear and stuff like that. Like I always think it's really cool when artists pitch in and help and everything. It's always cool to see.
I always like it when it's a small band and you can tell it's the first time they've ever had anyone help them bring cases in, and they're like, thank you so much.
Yeah, I think definitely just being thankful and appreciative is super important. And I feel like being a stagehand, if I were to ever go on tour, I feel like I would always say like, thanks guys, or appreciate you, or whatever. I think it's always really nice when that happens.
Definitely. And I think it was about a year ago when you actually got the opportunity to play a show at one of our venues that we work at.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. They have a lot of cool opportunities like that. My family all came out and a bunch of my friends, and it was a really fun night. It was like definitely a highlight.
Hell yeah. Did it shift your perspective at all, like being on stage that night when you're usually behind the scenes?
It was weird. I feel like it was weird to be performing and someone like was mixing a show who I know and everything. It was kind of just like it was just kind of weird. I I don't know. I felt like just kind of like a little awkward or something, but it was really fun. Getting to play and getting my family to come out there and everything was really cool.
Do you have a dream venue that you'd like to play? Is there anything like, what would it be? Like Madison Square Garden, or like any like iconic ones you can think of?
I feel like Red Rocks would be cool. I feel like that's a classic one.
Where is that?
It's in Colorado. You've never heard of Red Rocks?
Is that the one with all the rocks?
Nah, they're purple.
Whatever.
But yeah.
No, but the venue with like the like mountains, like
yeah, and it's like I don't know. That would be really cool. I love mountains. That's like my number one thing I like to see. Like I like mountains over beach all day. I'm a lake person over the beach. The beach is fine. It's just way too sandy, and I don't like sand. But yeah, that would be super cool. I mean, we'll see if that ever happens, but I would be like fucking ecstatic if I got to play Red Rocks.
That'd be beautiful. You will one day. Book her.
Same.
Red Rocks people. I
At
know you're
Red Rocks.
watching. I know you're there.
Yeah, they're definitely here.
They are. Let's see. Did you always want to be a musician?
Yeah, I always liked making music and writing songs. I think it's kind of like ebbed and flowed as like I've gotten older and everything, but I think I've always been super passionate about making music. No matter what age I am or whether I'm successful or not, I'll always be writing songs or just playing guitar. It would be awesome to be able to make a living out of it, but even if I don't, I feel like I'll always make it.
Just become like a part of your like life, essentially.
Definitely. It's super important to me.
Are you gonna release like an album? Because it's pretty much been singles, right?
Yeah, I want to. I just need to do it, to actually work on it. So I'm just need to carve out time and actually really focus on it. But at some point that would be awesome to release an album. It's definitely is a goal that I have.
When I like sat down and listened to your music, I felt that like an emotional through line was like dissociating, questioning, and like yearning. What's up with that?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of artists do. I mean, I've always had like some mental health
always been
issues
a
and stuff. I
yearner.
feel like that's pretty common, and I just kind of base off my own emotions. Or when I worked at restaurants and stuff, I would have like a little notebook, and I would imagine the stories of different people who would come in. And so sometimes it's not really, maybe subconsciously I'm writing about myself, but it doesn't always start that way. I feel like sometimes I'm trying to like imagine like, oh, this person must be going through a divorce or something, and or they're like, I don't know. I always just try and picture the stories of other people. Maybe I'm dissociating while I'm doing that. I don't know if that's the through line that comes through, but it's probably subconsciously about me. I don't know. I just think, yeah, probably that's something that I'm writing about. But I never really start with, I'm going to write about this specific feeling. It's just kind of, I just start writing and
Get into a flow state.
Yeah, I'm always in flow state.
Always will. Do you have a favorite lyric or like song that you've written?
That's a good question. I don't know. I really like my song Circles that's out. I feel like that was like a pretty common feeling, is that I'm just always like doing the same thing over and over again, and I just get like complicit in my life, I guess, and I'm not like trying to reach further, and I was just getting frustrated with that feeling, and I feel like I just really like how that song turned out. That's probably my favorite song that I have released so far, or maybe that I've written.
It's a good one. Do
like
you
it.
still feel like you're running in circles, or do you feel like...
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
All right. Well, where can the LRC audience find your work?
Anywhere that
Cool.
you listen to it, just look up Bridget Artman, and it's there, whatever streaming service or...
We're going to put it on the screen right here.
Yeah, anything that you listen to it on, it's there.
Oh, yeah. You're on Spotify,
Yeah,
Instagram,
Tidal, I'm on.
LinkedIn,
No, I'm not on LinkedIn.
whatever.
But this could also relate to sales, like music. You know, if you're thinking like you just want to sell more stuff, like it's like sales. So yeah.
Wolf on Wall Street.
Yeah, that's gonna be my next career if the music thing doesn't work out. I'm just trying to sell stuff. I'm gonna go into sales. Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us here in your living room, and being the... I don't know if you're going to be the second or the third guest.
Being a guest on the show.
Thank you for being one of the guests, one of our very special guests on LRC. Find her at, what was it, Bridget Artman?
Bridget Artman, BridgetArtman. And I think my last name is sick. It's like, how could you, as an artist, wish for a better name?
It's like
Literally, art man.
Man in art.
I feel like my ancestors were probably like cavemen, and they were like the first people to draw on the walls. They're like, Artman.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's do this concert.
Yeah.
Let's play some music.
I'm ready.
All right, thank you, LRC audience, for watching, and go watch...
LRC. Living room concert.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Check your mic. Just talking to it like the way you would be in the interview.
Hey. So, David wears fedoras, and he has
Whoa.
a different colored fedora for every day of the week. David actually is the founder of WikiFeet, but he got Zuckerberged out of it, and he's an NDA.
Alright, we're good.
Okay. Whatever.
This is living room concert.
Whatever.
ASMR.
Hi everyone, I'm Mare.
Are you sure?
No.